Good morning, students. I am Dr. Shivani Yadav from Faculty of Education, Tirthankar Mahavir University. I am here to guide you through the course Research Methodology and Statistics, course code for which is DMAE 202. But before starting any course, we have certain objectives, certain outcomes. So, course outcomes are as follows. On completion of the course, the students will be able to understand the meaning, need, and importance of educational research, applying the different techniques of quantitative data analysis, analyzing the different methods of research and research methodology to develop a research proposal. So, let's start. First is what is research? We need to understand what is research. It is a systematic inquiry into a subject to discover facts, theories, principles, or to understand some phenomena. It involves a structured approach to gathering and analyze information with the goal of generating new knowledge or validating some existing knowledge around us. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses, or suggesting some solution towards it. After that, collecting, organizing, and evaluating obtained data, making deductions, reaching conclusions, and finally carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis or not. The definition underscores the comprehensive nature of research because it begins with identifying a problem or something that requires exploration. Then it progresses through a series of certain methodical steps such as hypothesis formulation, data collection, analysis, and interpretation, culminating in the testing and validation of conclusions drawn from the research process. It can take various forms depending on its purpose and methodology adopted by the researcher, ranging from qualitative studies that delve into subjective experiences and motivation to quantitative studies or mixed method researches. In the realm of education, research plays a pivotal role in shaping and refining teaching practices, curriculum development, and educational policies. Through educational research, educators and researchers seek to uncover effective strategies for improving teaching learning practices, learning outcomes, understanding the diverse need of students coming from different backgrounds, and addressing challenges within education system. As noted by John Dewey, education is not preparation for life, it is life itself, indicating the profound impact that research can have on the educational experience, both for educators and learners. Moreover, research in education serves as a catalyst for innovation and progresses, driving continuous improvement in educational practices for fostering and deeper understanding of how individuals learn and improve, how they learn new things, how they improve and develop new strategies. It provides a foundation of evidence and insights that inform decision making processes at various stages of educational institutions at different levels of educational institutions, from classroom to administrative offices. So, it is a dynamic process and essential endeavor that enriches our understanding of the world around us and drives positive change in education and beyond. It embodies the spirit of curiosity, decision making, and critical inquiry, systematic investigation, and serving as a cornerstone of knowledge advancement and improvement in educational practices and outcomes. So, according to John W. West, it can be defined as the systematic and objective analysis and recording of controlled observations that may lead to the development of generalizations, principles, or theories, resulting in prediction and possible ultimate control of events. Meaning of educational research. It is the systematic manner of way of questioning. It is the way of thinking what we can do to improve, to innovate new things, to inculcate new ideas. So it is way of thinking. It does mean that it is the way of questioning what we want to do. We can say that research is the systematic investigation to find out answers to our problems. Or in educational research, it is related to educational issues or something related to learning, teaching practices, etc. It is a search for knowledge, and it can also be treated as a movement from the known to unknown and finally trying to understanding the unknown. Scientific research is systematic, controlled, and empirical, and critical investigation of hypothetical proposition about the presumed relations among natural phenomena or different variables. We have understood the concept of research by going through the topic what is research. But educational research is something different. Its area is different. So we can say it involves a systematic approach aimed at uncovering answers to various challenges within both human life and the broader universe. These challenges span a wide spectrum encompassing social, mental, emotional, economic, and other interconnected aspects of our existence. Some of these issues are particularly pertinent within educational settings, such as ensuring universal access to education, addressing the challenges of primary education for all, and effectively managing classrooms, teaching learning strategies, learning or developing innovative strategies for learners. So, when researchers apply systematic methods to investigate and solve these specific educational challenges, it constitutes educational research. Educational research more simply means research in education. It is that activity which is directed towards the development of a science of behavior in educational settings. Remember this thing, in educational settings. That is why it is known as educational research. The ultimate aim of such a science is to provide knowledge that will permit the educator to achieve his goals by the most effective methods. So, educational research helps to find out new ways and means to bring changes to human behavior, human learning, human cognition, and other aspects of human learning. It is a systematic way for the growth and development of human life and society as a whole. It is systematic, objective, and deliberately attempts to answer meaningful questions pertaining to educational process. Remember this thing, it pertains to educational process. The goal of educational research is to discover laws or generalizations concerning educational issues in order to make prediction and control educational events and improve the quality of teaching and learning by taking effective decisions and proper utilization of resources. We can define it as activity which is directed towards development of a science of behavior in educational institutions. The ultimate aim of such a science is to provide knowledge that will permit the educator to achieve goals by the most effective methods, by implementing the most effective methods in educational learnings to in educational settings to enhance learning and teaching learning strategies. According to Lezersfield and Sam D. Sibek, by educational research is meant the whole of the efforts carried out by public or private bodies in order to improve educational methods and educational activity in general, whether involving scientific research at a high level or more modest experiments concerning the school system and educational methods. To realize this goal, the nation of the world will have greatly to expand their educational efforts. More facilities must be provided, more teachers must be trained, new curriculum must be developed, and new teaching learning materials must be provided. It is the inconceivable, it is that this can be done effectively, or indeed that it can be ever done at all, without detailed guidance from the facts collected and the principles established through educational research. Characteristics of research. Research is a systematic process. It is called systematic because it is organized, it is logical. It is directed towards the solution of a problem. It provides solution to some problem which is in front of us, or it helps us to know the root cause of problems. Research is based on empirical and observable evidences. Means कि it is observable, or it is measurable, or it is verifiable. Research requires expertise. It demands accurate observation and description. It may be conducted with the help of quantitative or qualitative, or with the help of both the research methods, that is mixed method. Experience and the old stock of knowledge play a vital role in the process of research. Research requires skills of writing and reproducing the report. Next, there is no any personal view of researcher about the answer to the problem. It is objective in nature. No subjectivity is allowed in it. Research can be reproduced, मतलब means it can be researched by making some modifications, by making or by looking at some problem in a new perspective, we can reproduce it. Nature of educational research. Educational research encompasses a broad spectrum of inquiry aimed at understanding and improving educational practices, systems, and outcomes. It is characterized by its systematic approach to investigate educational phenomena, employing various methods and designs to gather and analyze data. It is both a science as well as art. As a science, it has a corpus of knowledge concerning the laws of learning, educational policies, and planning. As an art, it seeks to impart knowledge effectively. How to impart or how to transfer knowledge effectively, that is retained by the learner, or that remains with the learner. But the question is, what are the characteristics of educational research? So from above discussions we can infer the meaning, or we can summarize the meaning of educational research as: first is, educational research seeks to generate knowledge that informs educational policy, theory development, and instructional practice. It aims to address practical problems within educational settings, which contribute to the improvement of teaching and learning processes. Systematic inquiry. Research in education is characterized by its systematic approach, where researchers follow rigorous methodologies to gather empirical evidence, which includes qualitative, quantitative, and mixed method approaches to explore phenomena from multiple perspectives. It is theory driven. Educational research often builds on existing theories from psychology, sociology, anthropology, and other fields to understand educational processes and outcomes. It contributes to the theory development by testing hypotheses and refining conceptual frameworks. Applied and action oriented. While educational research contributes to theoretical knowledge, it is fundamentally applied in nature, aiming to address real world educational challenges. It often collaborates with practitioners to implement findings and assess their impact in educational settings. Next and very important point is ethical considerations. Ethical principles guide educational research, ensuring the protection of participants' rights and the responsible use of data available. Researchers adhere to ethical standards such as informed consent. Confidentiality means if you are obtaining some data, it should be confidential, it should be kept confidential and with consent, minimizing harm to participants. Interdisciplinary nature. Educational research draws from various disciplines, not from one, in fact, from various disciplines such as psychology, sociology, economics, neuroscience, and physics, chemistry, and many other fields to examine educational phenomena in a holistic manner. Impact and dissemination. Educational research aims to contribute to evidence based practice, influencing educational policies and interventions. Findings are disseminated through academic publications, conferences, policy briefs, and professional development programs to reach educators, policymakers, and researchers. Continuous improvement. Educational research is dynamic, responding to evolving educational challenges and opportunities. It involves continuous reflection, adapting of methodologies, and exploring emerging trends to remain relevant and effective in improving educational outcomes. Need and importance of educational research. What is the importance of educational research? Why it is important to conduct research in the field of education? It is essential and powerful tool in leading man towards progress because it has important place in education. The degree of usability of knowledge can be increased with the help of research. Educational research helps to determine the effectiveness of different principles, ideas, thoughts, and procedures in the field of education. To justify correctly the need of educational research, the following points may be considered. Education has strong roots in the fields like philosophy, history, economics, psychology, and sociology. It is through an intensive process of scientific inquiry about the above mentioned subject that various aspects of education and theories can be established. Relation between them can be established. Educational research helps to make education more and more realistic and scientific. Knowledge is expanding in all subjects. Research is needed to discover new methods of teaching. We cannot repeat the same methods. We cannot repeat traditional methods always. We need to discover new things. We need to discover innovative strategies, innovative teaching methods. So, new methods of teaching in accordance with the new subject matter. Educational research is needed for the development of appropriate tools for making objective measurements of educational research. Proficient and resourceful workers required for the reconstruction of our country can be produced only by setting up an appropriate educational system through research. To implement new policies and practices which can be achieved through research research only. Due to changing socio-economic and political conditions, there is always need to modify educational theories and practices which needs research or which needs to be looked at, which needs to be addressed in a new perspective. Man has a craving to know history. Hence, there is need of historical research in education too. Research is needed in the field of education to find effectively in the teaching learning process. For the proper understanding of nature of education and to know the bearing of education in life, society, politics, religious studies, there is need of educational research. So, educational research draws on diverse disciplines like philosophy, history, economics, psychology, and sociology to establish comprehensive theories and insights into education. It enhances the realism and scientific basis of education by continually evolving with expanding knowledge and discovering new teaching methods which are aligned with modern subjects and modern needs. Through empirical testing, research informs the implementation of new policies and practices, adapting educational theories to changing socio-economic and political contexts. Historical research in education satisfies human curiosity about the past, while ongoing research in the field enhances the teaching learning process and deepens our understanding of education's broader societal impacts across life, politics, and religious studies. Areas of educational research. Educational research, as it is known today, is a relatively new branch of knowledge. Students, teachers, supervisors, educationists, and even laymen face numerous educational problems and unsolved difficulties in every aspect of education. All those areas, directly or indirectly, affecting people's development, their learning, in which problem exists, are the areas for educational research. It is important to classify different areas of educational research. But before going to the selection of research problem, it is necessary to classify the area of research or interest area. There are various possibilities for the categorizing of educational research area. The classification of the area depends how we want to define what we want to take up and how we interpret the need for conducting research in education. Different educationists have classified the areas of educational research in different way. Various classification of educational research are going to be discussed. First is it is given by S.P. Naidu. He has classified four areas of educational research. First is the philosophical problems can be taken up like aims of Indian national education or sociological problem, educational surveys can be taken up, psychological problems can be studied, technological problems can be addressed. According to J. Lahiri, the main fields in which educational research is needed are psychology or psychological problems faced by learners in the classroom, empirical child study, secondary school curriculum and its problems, examination systems and stress among students, history of education, how it has evolved through the ages, philosophy of education like aims of education and curriculum, methods of teaching, student teacher relationship, etc. Educational administration and organization, moral education, methods of teaching. VK Kamath listed the following educational research areas for research in India. Vocabulary of children of various age groups in different mother tongues, the public schools in India, errors committed in learning languages, voluntary activities of boys and girls of various age groups, height, weight, and other physical indices of boys and girls of various age groups, self government schools, sorry, government schools, methods of teaching geography and history, how they are taught in the classrooms, what are the methods adopted by the teachers to teach geography, history, reading interest of boys and girls, what enhances their interest or what discourages their interest level, etc. Can be studies can be taken up by the researcher. Education of superior children or learn. Next, education of backward children, administrative practices, group methods of teaching in primary schools, educational contribution of various educationists in India. It can be studied in a wider level. Hobbies of boys in various age groups in secondary schools, hobbies of girls in various age groups in secondary schools, voluntary schools in primary, educational qualification of primary school teachers, differential attainment of children on urban and rural areas, comparison of attainment of children who have attended nursery school and who have not, comparison of attainments. LCOL identifies the three major areas of educational research: problems relating to content of education, psychology, like psychological problems faced by the students can be studied, philosophical problems, sociological problems which are related to society, which are related to people can be studied, economic, socio-economic status, etc., and how it affects children's learning can be studied, educational management and administration, comparative education, educational measurement and tests, curriculum, textbook, methods, teacher education and teaching behavior, guidance and counseling, educational technology, etc. can be taken up. Number two, problems relating to the different stages and sectors of education. It can be studied or it can be taken up various stages of education, such as pre-primary education. What are the problems? What are the underlying issues in pre-primary education and primary education? Or after the secondary education can be taken up. Its problems, its challenges can be studied by the researcher. Higher secondary education issues, student interest, dropout rate, etc. can be. There are several things which can be studied by the researcher. Higher education, vocational and technical education, non-formal education, open and distance learning, teacher education, teaching behavior, guidance and counseling, educational technology, problems relating to teaching process, instructional objectives, entering people's behavior, instructional procedures, evaluation, etc. can be studied. And then there are other areas as well which can be discussed in detail. Philosophy of education. The relative merits of the various schools of philosophy related to educational aspects are certainly being evaluated. The structure and process of education are generally built upon some philosophy. Remember this thing: structure and process of education are built upon some philosophy. The progress of any aspect of education is limited to the extent the educational philosophy governing that permits it. Educational theories have been objectively examined whenever there is a problem of conflicting principles or retarded growth. Sound educational philosophies must lay foundation whenever reorientation of objectives, curriculum, methods, evaluation, or guidance are to be implemented. Naidu has listed 8 areas of philosophy of education in researches can be undertaken. First is history of education, sociology of education, history, historical studies, how they can be taken up. We need to understand how they can be taken up and what kind of problems can be studied in history of education. Historical studies form the basis for a theory, and deduction for such a theory may provide hypothesis for subsequent inquiry. The study of history in different aspects of education is significant in the way that it gives proper guidance for future planning. No research work proceeds with a study without first knowing the historical background of the problem, or without knowing the historical background of something. We cannot proceed further. Each aspect of education has a history, such as primary education, such as secondary education, various commissions, committees, were set up for to study problems of primary education, such as Mudaliar Commission, Kothari Commission, High University Commission, etc., were formed to study problems and see challenges before them. Program of guidance and educational technology, and each has its academic importance. Sociology of education. The study of educational system goes beyond the individual and gives significant consideration to the social factors affecting the individual. The educational process is not a one-way process. It is a two-way process, two-way communication. There is interaction between the teacher and student, between the teacher and the group of the students, among the pupil themselves. So it is a two-way process, two-way communication. The educational process and the educational system have significant sociological considerations. The major aspects of sociology of education are the economic background of a student, of a child, religion, religious background from where he or she comes, class, status, and environment of the student that he or she lives in, teacher and other personnel of the profession, and the interactions of these aspects which influence educational outcomes. Next, comparative education. The area of comparative education deals with educational system, process, patterns, administration, program, student activities, constitutional provisions, etc. in a different places in a comparative basis. Comparative studies give valuable suggestions in the specific aspects with which the studies deal. Many innovations are initiated through such studies, and they also render good results, good motivation, and encouragement for educators and educational administrators. Next is economics of education. Education and economics are mutually dependent, and the recognition of the potentiality towards growth of national economy results in an experimental approach to education. It is being increasingly recognized that expenditure on education is not merely of the nature of consumption, but is of more an investment. Study related to finance of education, expenditure, and educational growth, education and productivity, cost of education, with special reference to cost effectiveness of educational program, come within the purview of economics of education. Psychology of education, which is very important. Research in educational psychology has great significance for a teacher because there are several things related with this aspect of education, with this field of education. Psychology, it deals with personality variables of children like their intelligence and their cognition level, their adjustment level, their academic achievement, their sociability, their behavioral problems, their emotional stability, fear among them, inferiority complex, superiority complex, their learning styles, their values, attitudes, curiosity level, etc. And factors pertaining to learning and motivation, especially achievement motivation. These aspects of psychology are directed or closely related to the educational outcomes of the students. Teachers confront many problems in this domain, and they are studied by the teachers to find solutions of these problems and bring about useful and significant knowledge which can be of practical values and can be generalized in a wider way. Test and measurement. Educational measurement is primarily concerned with the quantification of certain educational outcomes in the form of acquisition of certain attitudes, behaviors, and skills. We need valid and reliable tools for measuring such educational outcomes. This is being done by tests and tools of measurement with increased objectivity. Foreign instruments of measurements may be adapted to the conditions suitable for our country, India, after making suitable alterations, modifications as per demand or as per standards required for measuring measuring some variable. Research in educational measurement and test development is concerned with the critical evaluation of the existing form of test, the construction and standardization of valid and reliable tests. Educational technology. Educational technology helps students to learn at their own pace but does not envisage a total displacement of the teacher in an institutional situation. In India, research in the field of educational technology is confined mainly to the area of programmed learning. Teaching, teaching machines available at present are too restrictive in the methods of presentation and response facilitates to be useful to the classroom teaching or student. Different forms and different uses of programmed learning materials, development of programmed approach to teaching, Programmed learning and instructional media are the major aspects which can be considered for further studies in educational research. Teacher education. Research in the area of teacher education attempts to improve programs of training and education of prospective teachers. Aims and objectives of teacher education, curriculum, syllabus, methods of teaching are productive fields of research in the realm of teacher education. Research may be conducted on selection criteria, abilities, and qualities of teachers, pre service and in service training of teachers, workload, processes, and practices of teacher education, or personality variables of teachers, like how they do things, how they behave, and what are their motivational level, what are their working style, how they deal with the things. Higher Next is higher education. Higher education is concerned with the education provided by colleges and universities. Higher education should be an important responsibility in the nation's effort for economic and social development and social justice. The three main problems in higher education which are concerned with the main aspects of research work are access to education, quality of education, and management of higher education. First, whether it is accessible or not. If it is not, problems can be stated why it is not accessible by majority of students, what are the underlying reasons. Quality of education, what is the quality, how it is being imparted, what is the quality, whether improvement there is need or there is room for improvement or not. Management, how it is managed. Management of higher education. The area of research in the field of education is clear and their boundaries may interest many researchers. There are areas in which investigators are involved. Knowledge of these areas is helpful for an investigator in selecting the area for his interest. Next topic is types of educational research.